Saving money throughout the holidays can be a challenge sometimes. So, today I'm going to give you several tips on how you can save money during the holidays this year and next. A lot of us know there are before Christmas sales and there are after Christmas sales. And watching for food that goes on sale before the holidays is a great way to stock up. But a lot of times, those things that they bought too much of are also clearanced after the holidays, and you can stock up for next year. So, my first tip is shop before the holidays, but save some money back to shop after as well. And shop in some stores that maybe you don't normally think about getting after Christmas sales. One of those is pharmacy stores. I dropped into a Walgreens the other day and I found little pumpkin dessert plates for 30 cents. And I also found some platters that were 30 cents. Now, I don't normally buy paper products, but for 60 cents to have on my dessert table, this is not a huge platter. So it could even work as a paper plate for leftovers. So look at those stores before and after the holidays for some great markdowns. We always think about the big chain stores and looking there, but sometimes we forget about those little stores, and they have to move their product just the same as the big ones do. And sometimes they have some more unique items that just don't look like everything you've already seen the whole season. The next tip I have is to store these items that you pick up on sale in a place that you can find them next year if you're not going to use them this year. Now, these little plates, they have pumpkins on them. So traditionally, you would think Thanksgiving, but they could also be used for Christmas. We have a lot of pumpkin dishes at Christmas too. So either one of these could be used at Christmas or Thanksgiving, but traditionally everybody thinks pumpkin is Thanksgiving. You can interchange some of these things, and trust me, people are putting their food right over the pattern. They really don't care if there's a pumpkin on there at Christmas time. This one may be a little controversial because we think about the holiday foods being savory and rich and high calorie. And that's part of the reason a few of us dread it, because we know we're going to pack away a few extra pounds eating all of our favorite foods. But skip the dairy in some of your cooking to not only lower the calories, but to lower your cost. Now, I have a couple of kids that cannot have dairy, and I have started making my mashed potatoes with no dairy products, just mashed potatoes with butter, using some of the potato starch water that I boiled them in and mashing it up. You will never know that there was no dairy in there, and they're absolutely delicious, and all of your dairy-free people can eat it without worrying, and you saved a little money. A lot of your baking mixes can be substituted water instead of the milk that it calls for, and we don't think about doing that, but it really does not affect the quality whatsoever. Here a while back, I did a buttercream frosting that I shared the recipe with you. And where it called for milk, I substituted water, and it didn't make any difference. And to me, some of that is just mind blowing that we didn't need dairy all these years in these recipes because water worked just the same. Another tip I have for saving during the holidays is try to push back buying some things if you see that you need them. See if there's a way you can get by without it. There are so many things that come up during the holidays. And for me this year, I have some company. Both of my bedrooms will have guests in them. And I started to fix up one of the beds. We have a full-size bed left. It's the only full-size bed we have. So I had one full-size sheet to go on that bed. And guess what? The elastic had gone away. There was no elastic. I could not use this sheet. So I put it in my scrap bag to donate to Goodwill because they take cloth and products like that and recycle them. And I was like, I really don't want to spend money on another sheet just for a few days while somebody is visiting. What can I do? And I had a queen size sheet and I just put it on and tucked it under very tightly, army style, and it will work fine. So I'm not going to go out and spend money on another sheet right now. I'm going to put that off until later and not compound my December spending. So sometimes when we see things like this, our instinct is we've got to go get another one right now. We've got company coming. And I thought, I've got a grandson sleeping in that bed, and he is not going to notice if I have taken a queen sheet and I have tucked that under so that the sheet fits the bed. He's not going to notice. He's not going to care. So I am just going to put that purchase off. Sometimes we can delay those purchases, even though it seems like we need to go buy it right now. So those are my top 5 tips today on how to save money during the holiday season. If you have some great tips, please share them in the comments below. I love reading your tips, and I know the rest of the community does too. It is so helpful to everyone. I hope you'll join me tomorrow for more Christmas Vlogmas content.